Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, that the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you so that you can go out and be the blessing to those you encounter in your walk today. So I have this habit of picking up on gestures and expressions of the people that I most hang out with. And just the other day I was talking with a friend and I motioned in a certain way with my hands. And as soon as I did it, I knew that who this movement was from. I had picked it up in college from an old roommate of mine. Have you ever said something or made a face or a gesture and it just reminded you of someone? It's amazing how easily we pick up these things from other people, isn't it? And today's verse is from the end of Romans. We skipped a bunch, but right now we're at the end of Romans. For none of us lives for ourselves alone, and none of us dies for ourselves alone. If we live for the Lord, and if we die for the Lord. So whether we live or die, we belong to the Lord. As Christian people, we're actually spiritually responsible to God for other people. And that in itself is a seriously humbling thought. That when we sin, it's not just ourselves who reap the consequences, right? And you know this, and I know this. I'm sure you've been negatively affected by something somebody else has done, somebody else's sin. And I remember those situations easily, but I don't always think about how my particular relationship with the Lord affects others. I don't think about how, if I turn away from God in my private life, how other people might suffer as a result. In fact, if I turn away from God, when I turn away from God in my private life, I'm not actually thinking about other people at all, which is really the opposite of how a Christian person should live. One of the marks of a Christian person is to live in service to the Lord. And I read this question recently. Here it goes. Am I willing to be of no value to this life, except for one purpose and one alone, to be used to disciple men and women to the Lord Jesus Christ? So there's a question for you as you go out today and be the blessing. Until next time, Katie.